Tonight's podcast is brought to you by Caw. The following is a paid advertisement for Citizens Against Weezer.
Hello, America. I'm Sarasota, Florida's Randall Stevenson. And as Americans, we are facing the most uncertain times that as a nation we've ever faced together. While COVID-19 currently has its grips on our hospitals filling ICU beds, and while unease is a current affliction in the Middle East, they all serve as distractions for the greater threat that we are facing right here on American soil. The band Weezer has been active since 1992, and millions of lives have been ravaged and changed since the onslaught of their music to American ears.
Symptoms of being a Weezer fan include buck teeth, halitosis, loss of penis, and becoming an industrial cock inhaler.
I didn't believe the Weezer epidemic was a real occurrence until it hit the front lines of my family personally. My son, who once had a promising career in law and a rich athletic future, now, after having his ears defiled by a Weezer album given to him by a teammate, is scared of the dark and green peas. Weezer has affected my family, along with millions of other American families. If we band together as Americans now, too, we can rise and overcome this tragic epidemic known as Weezer.
Join the Citizens Against Weezer today. Do it for your children. Do it for America.
Risen from the grave! You can run, but know that you can be saved! The good old game is all resurrected, the blood will flow like but now you know their names! All the bread in the back of the game! With a bottle of whiskey and control of the surface they reclaim! All the good old gamers punch you right in the dick. All the good old gamers return to kick you right in the cliff. Oh, were you offended? They'll sit down your neck. The good old gamers return. Ooh, yeah!
It's on that new Weezer album, ain't it?
It is. It's Weezer Saint Anger. That's the name of that record.
I can't think of anything more dreadful than what you just said.
I can't either. How do you take two of the worst things and combine them?
That's awful.
I've been known to do horrible things before.
Yeah, obviously. This podcast is one of them.
Yep. I'm pretty sure when I decided to start this, 14 stillborn babies were born in different hospitals all across America at once.
Nice.
Pretty metal.
Yeah.
Well, I'm Lyle. That's Brandon.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
We are the Good Old Gamers Podcast. And we are late a week. And let me explain why. I'm going to go ahead and just get this out of the way. Because, it's better to talk about good things than to dwell on the bad, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to do this. If you've been a long-time listener, you know that my dad's has some health issues. He still currently does. He's got to have surgery coming up. So pretty much, I just mentally was not capable last week. The day we were set to record is the day I found out the news about, my dad's health. My dad's a tough old dude. He's a supporter of us here. I pretty much know everything from my dad, from my good looks to my knowledge to my alcohol consumption prowess.
Mm-hmm.
I get from my father. And I'm very tight with my dad. And he is a super tough dude. But he's having some issues. And I'm just going to say this. If y'all pray, if you do voodoo, if you align chakras, whatever in the fuck you do, as long as it's positive and promotes good vibes and good energy and all that, send that shit our way.
Yeah.
I will be mucho appreciative.
You can mail us your moon crystals.
You can.
We will accept those.
I accept the organs of small animals that have been blessed by a voodoo priest. If that's a thing, we'll take it.
Yeah.
If it promotes something good and has no backlash, we're all about it.
Yep.
Whether it's God or Sanuthia or whoever, whatever thing you choose to believe in, look at the good thing and send that shit our way. Because I could use it, and my dad sure shit could use it.
Yes.
So, I just want to get that out there. If y'all get a chance to think of him, I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
But, anywho, let's get on with the thing, because I feel like we have quite a bit to talk about tonight.
Yeah, I think, of course, this is kind of our Southern Fried.
It is. This is a Scootening.
Yes.
Scootening episode.
Yep.
So, and this
Scootening is upon you.
4 or 5?
Something like that.
We're just going to say the Scootening 19. No, I was just thinking like Kevin. I don't know. Yeah, it's a Scootening episode. Well, I mean, maybe somebody will say something witty that we'll have a title, a suffix. Maybe it shouldn't be the Scootening 3 or 4. It's just the Scootening Overdrive or something like that. The Scootening don't sling whiskey in my face again during wrestling.
Yes.
But yeah, we got to go do Southern Fried. And I feel we're going to be talking about that for a minute. But I feel like we should interject a little bit and go ahead, since this has been going on, last week and all this. We need to talk about this fucking game, this latest scandal that's going on.
Yeah, with the $1 million Mario.
Dude, what the fuck, man? So, it's heritage auction sites. I mean, we're late to the game on this, but there's a guy on YouTube that posted a very informative video, and this guy is pretty much saying this heritage auction website, along with Wada Games, who does the game grading, which is something that just chafes my dick to the fucking moon and back. And we'll get in that, but essentially, it's a guy who works for fucking both, long story short, and they're creating like a fake bubble and making the value on this shit skyrocket to make some quick, very, very lucrative amount of money, really fast. Pretty much, they're taking. That's what blew my. Sealed games are more rare.
Yes.
So they're taking a sealed game, but they're taking sealed comic games. Super Mario Brothers. How many fucking copies of that game are in the wild? You can go any game store and see 10 to 15 copies.
Yeah, $5.
Yeah, all day long. But a sealed box one sold now for like $1 million fucking dollars. A Super Mario 64 sealed box sold for like 1 point something.
Yeah,
just fucking crazy prices. The Mario that sold for $1 million was bought at auction as is for like, what was it, 100,000? Something like that. And they sold it for $1 million, like making its value.
I want to say it was like 30 grand or something.
It was something just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
So apparently these dudes are doing this, and the guy, I can't think of the dude's name, but the dude that is associated with the auction site and the grading company is the same guy. He got into trouble back in the 80s from doing the same thing with the fucking coin market then, because that's what everybody was into in the 80s, was like coin collecting.
Mm-hmm.
And he ended up having to pay like $1 million something back, because they were pretty much saying you're giving false values for this shit and inflating it, and that's what they're doing with the video game thing now.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's kind of come to light with a few other companies regarding like sports cards and stuff. And I've always known this shit's been around to a certain degree, because I won't lie, I've done it myself a time or two.
Well, man, the way I looked at it, it's like the music thing. For example, okay, a good one. We'll say emo. I say emo. What do you fucking think of?
Like Linkin Park.
Well, yeah, I mean, right.
Yeah.
You think of something that's not actual emo.
Yes.
And like most people are like, they think fucking My Chemical Romance or Silverstein, any band from that fucking period, you know, because they were, it's emo. Wrong. True emo is like early 90s, late 80s, just sad boy ass, like depressing fucking music. It's not shit that's going to get put on the radio.
Yeah.
Because fucking Jim Bob's going to be listening to this shit and he's just going to start crying. And next thing you know, he's what? Tree. And he's going to drive off the road into that tree because he is so overcome with sadness. That's emo. Like, emotional. That's what it stands for. Well, I'm looking at it like that. You've got a good thing, and then you got all these dickheads that come along and get it, and they're like, oh, we can make $1 million off this. And it goes mainstream. I mean, you can see that with all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
Look at metal. Thrash metal was like that whole, fuck you, the anti-establishment. It's the punk rock of fucking metal.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Metallica's the richest band on the fucking planet.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Right.
I mean... You've got I feel like if you're an originator of it, you can take it to that level where it's super successful. All this is people that have got fucked in the stock market that see a quick buck to be made in the video game. They're not getting into this shit because they're actually passionate about the hobby or any of that.
Oh, no.
And by in turn doing that, you're fucking the people that actually are.
Yeah.
You're making it so they can't go buy a Mario now without having to shell out a few $100 fucking dollars. And like, that's lame as shit.
Yeah, it is.
And it gets me on a whole other ball game with the game grading thing. If you pay somebody to tell you how good of a thing, fuck off. Fuck off. I think grading is the stupidest fucking shit on the planet.
Yeah.
You're paying somebody else $200 to tell you that your fucking game is good and might boost your ego.
And
you're paying that for a fucking sticker in a plastic case.
Grading itself is real shady, like regarding anything, especially in cards and comics, because... Okay, you can send it off to be graded, and it comes back with, say, like a 9.2 out of 10, and you want that 10 out of 10.
They take it out and
send it again. Yes,
they do that over and over until
they get the one
person slips up and is like, fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
I don't see how that makes the value increase on shit. That's literally like me going to fucking Video Games and Les and Coleman, you know, and just being like, hey, okay. Hey, this Mario 3 is worth $20. I want y'all to give me $15 store credit for it. They'll do that.
Uh-huh.
They take the same Mario then, and they're like, oh, this Mario's $85. I'm like, it's a fucking $50 game normally. Yeah, but this one's got a rare crayon mark on the back of it. And that's essentially what they're doing with the fucking grading shit. Like the whole thing with the big Wada thing, the guy that run Nintendo Age had like the biggest collection of sealed NES games.
Mm-hmm.
He sold all of them to the guy from Heritage and all that. All they fucking done was put them in a plastic case with a sticker. They call it, both of the guys are from one of the Carolinas. So they called it the Carolina Collection. Putting that shit in there made the fucking value skyrocket. And
Yeah.
I'm like, why? It doesn't add fucking value. Like, truthfully, it doesn't. That's like saying, oh, I got a quarter, but it's worth $1 because it's dirty. And no other coin's dirty like this. It's got unique property.
Yeah.
It's almost the same fucking thing. That's all you're doing when you're getting the shit graded.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
The more and more I love video games, the more and more I hate video gamers, kind of deal. But at the same time, this ain't video gamers that's doing this.
It's
It's
collectors.
rich, wealthy people.
Yeah, collectors and investors.
This is like if you fucking hate resellers and that shit, you have met the final boss in its final form. It's this guy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
it's like
crazy.
anything else, though. You can take fucking money. If you have a large amount of money, you can use that and make even more money.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I mean, the fucking, one of the best things I ever read, The Richest Man in Babylon. That straight up tells you, is like, look at your coins like your slaves.
Yeah.
You get 4 slaves and use them to make you more slaves. Like, that's, I mean, that's the name of the game. Investing, that's all that shit is.
Yep. That's all it is. That's why I'm putting up boxes of magic cards in the closet and shit like that.
You're the problem.
I am the problem. I'm also the solution to retiring.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Well, I mean, that's the thing is like, because I think about a lot of the shit I've lost. I could have probably had enough to sell and have a nice, and I still do.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people are looking at. And that's one thing that kind of, I guess, is just video game collecting as much as I was into it. And I'm not, I should tread lightly here because I don't want to sound like I'm bitter because I lost a bunch of shit. Because a lot of shit I've lost, I've replaced by now, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I've spent a lot of money over the past couple years replacing shit. And that's fine and dandy. I still do that shit because I like doing it. I'm not looking like a quick get-rich-quick scheme like a lot of people are.
Yeah,
it just
and you're not in it
off.
because it's trendy.
Yeah, like, and that, I mean, you find that a lot, man.
Yes.
Like, just because somebody will fancy themselves as a fucking all-knowledgeable game person don't mean that they're in it for the right reasons. I mean, that's anything. That ain't just video gaming. You know? I don't know, it's just shady things. And I mean, like, that's the only shady thing that's ever happened in the fucking retro video gaming world. I mean, Billy Mitchell. You know, like, shady shit happens all the time.
Yeah. Yeah, especially when you're dealing with any kind of collectible and auctions and stuff. So I ain't gonna lie, there's a few times I sold shit on eBay and went on there with another account when it wasn't moving like I wanted to. I'm gonna throw a couple extra bids on here and get it up closer to where I want.
Somebody gets nervous that they're going to miss out on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just part of it, but you bastard.
Yeah. I mean, fuck, anything that has any value, you gotta expect that's actually happening anyway.
Oh, yeah. But it's like it says, it's a bubble.
Yeah.
And what happens to fucking bubbles? They pop. So, I mean, it's going to be one of those things. Retro gaming is huge. It's already apexed and on its way down again, I feel like. This kind of shit's going to make it fucking go way down. Because
this shit happened with, like, sports cards in the 90s, and then it tanked.
Yeah, and baseball cards it don't matter who you got. If it ain't a Babe Ruth, fuck off.
Yeah.
I mean, they're getting value again now, but look, you know, collecting baseball cards when we were 11, 12.
Yeah.
We're fucking 35 now. So, I mean, took 23 years essentially for that market to ramp up back to. Comic books were the same way.
Yeah.
Comic books got real fucking popular there in the 90s and shit, and then it died off a little bit. And then when the Marvel movies started coming out, that shit is just pop culture as a whole is in a whole different direction because people use that shit to identify their personal lives. You know? I'm like, you would have never been able to do anything in your fucking life had you never watched The Matrix.
Yeah.
Thank God that was a godsend. You know, you'd have never been able to run up the walls and dodge bullets if you wouldn't have watched that movie. Bucko. But anyways, that's that on that. It's shitty.
Yeah. I guess there is one good thing. If the bubble bursts, you can get your favorite games at a reasonable price again.
Oh, yeah. And I mean, that's the thing about it now. Like, if
I might eventually, like, if it does pop, I would like to get me an inbox Earthbound just to put on the shelf.
My whole thing with collecting. Oh, well, of course. Your favorite games deserve. Because that's still something. That's what I looked for when we went to Southern Fried. Is I was just like, I'm willing to spend big money on box Zelda shit. Mm-hmm. Not one single fucking person had any box Zelda shit that I didn't have.
Yeah.
I mean, I've already got the games. I just need the boxes now. That I understand. But I don't know. It just goes back to the, collecting thing. I want to ask any video game collector, and this goes to anybody listening. Have you ever got any pussy from video games? Like, I mean,
Yeah.
think about it. People do shit based on social stature.
Yeah.
For those of you who are rooted your social stature in nothing but video games, how well is it working for you? That's kind of what I'm wanting to know here. You know, I'm a fucking hardcore gamer, and I'm not talking shit about it. It's just like,
There you gotta
I
have,
let other things identify who I am.
yeah.
I'm not just a gamer, you know.
Yeah. You gotta have a little bit more to your personality.
And I don't give a fuck about using my collection to flex thing. That's something I've never understood. Somebody be like, well, what if you do have a knockoff game of something that you don't want to spend $500? I got that for me, not for you.
Yeah.
That's something that used to drive me nuts is people would ask me, they're like, why don't you post your collection online when I had a huge collection? I'm like, because it ain't nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not doing this for them. I don't like coming in here with everybody that sees my room and sitting in here with them and looking at all my shit.
Yeah.
I like doing that shit on my own. That's me.
You know, half the time, like, I see people on YouTube with these walls just covered in games. I'm like, you fuckers probably just bought this shit so you could have it in the background on YouTube.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Because it gets views. People want to look at it.
Well, and then a lot of the time, too, is, fuck yeah, you got a huge wall and you got a huge wall of shit here. You go to the rest of your house, your fucking cat's scrounging around for tuna scraps.
Yeah.
And you ain't even got no groceries because you broke. You spent all that money on that shit.
Yeah.
You know,
And
I hope you can fucking feed your kid with that $400 He-Man toy.
And don't even fucking play the games most of the time.
Yeah, that's...
Like,
and I mean, I'm victim of that. When I was collecting, like... But at the same time, I'm not one of those pricks. It's like, oh, you ain't touching that? I'm like, fuck it, let's get it down and play it.
Let's play
like,
it. Yeah, it makes me think, like, you know, your Godzilla 2 and Earthbound. Those are some of my favorite games growing up. And I guarantee most people that have them don't give 3 fucks about them. It's just, they're rare and sought after.
mm-hmm.
That's it.
It's all trends, man.
Yep.
I'm willing to say 50% or more of the people that's like hardcore into retro gaming now didn't give a fuck about that shit when they were a kid.
Oh, no.
They got older and seen it was cool and seen the other people were interested in it.
Oh, yeah, I remember playing Mario at my uncle's house once.
And, you know, at one point, collecting games was to fucking just be like, I want all these games to experience all this shit. Now it's just literally like you said, to not play. It's just like, fuck you, your shelf has 30 NES games. Mine's got 60. Kiss your bicep. You know, that shit. That's cool. You may be good at collecting video games, but you probably still suck at the greatest video game of all time, and that is called life.
Uh-huh.
Which, I mean, I can't say shit. Like, because I find myself being on third or fourth try many a time.
Yeah, I've had to use a few continues.
Oh, fuck yeah. I've used the Konami code more times than I'm willing to admit.
Still trying to figure out that infinite money glitch, though.
Yeah, no shit. I've walked into so many walls and like huffed so many spray paints and nothing's worked.
Yeah.
I don't know what huffing spray paints got to do with glitches, but you know.
I mean, how else are you going to find a glitch in the Matrix?
I thought that's what God told me to do. But
Well, speaking of what God told us to do, God told us to go to Atlanta
he did.
and rock some fucking
And
pinball.
let me say, it was a glorious fucking year this year.
It was.
Okay. Thus begins our love letter to Southern Fried Gaming Expo.
Mm-hmm. Our favorite time of the year every year.
Yes. And this year was our... Did we ever figure out, like, how many times we went? Was it 5? Is that what we estimated? Was this the 4th or 5th?
I think it's the 4th time we've both gone.
Me and you went the first 2 years.
Uh-huh.
Me and you went on our own the first year. Did we carry old ladies the second year?
Second year.
Okay. And so third year you didn't go.
Yes.
And then I didn't go that one year. And then we went, and then they had COVID. Yeah, so this is our fourth one. That's what I'm thinking. Fourth one. But anyways, you can kind of tell COVID was a thing because it was not near as slam packed this year as it had been.
Yeah, I wonder if they did well enough to, continue.
Surely to God,
I hope so.
I do too, because I'm going to be seriously upset if they were to do away with that.
And I gotta say,
God, man,
props to the people who run it, like Shannon and them, because
Shannon and Preston, man.
Because having done our own minor game fest, I know how much fucking work is involved.
Yeah,
and we stayed the extra day, and late that night we saw them still like
we
working.
We were going to the fucking swimming pool at like 9:00. So we found out they had an indoor salt pool at like fucking 8:00.
Yeah.
Like, oh shoot! Ooh, such luxury.
Yeah.
So we go down there and check it, and those motherfuckers are still. And I call y'all motherfuckers in the most loving way if you listen to this. Like, they are still down there working their asses off.
Yeah, and it's like I said, it reminds when we were doing Game Fest, like we'd be at 1:00 in the morning loading shit up in the U-Haul.
Shit, we were up at like 3:00 in the morning doing that, and having ladies approaching us trying to help them load a fucking mattress in a dumpster at a thrift store.
Yeah,
like, A, that's illegal, and B, go smoke meth over there.
Yeah,
but it just. I don't know. That Southern Fried makes my heart happy.
Yeah.
Like, completely. And, like, starting off, so me and Brandon, we leave Coleman because I'm perpetually running late. We leave at, like, 10, and we get there at a really good time.
Mm-hmm.
Get parked. They let us go ahead and check into the room, which was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
So, we did all that shit.
Even though... We check in, we go into the room, and it's like one king bed. I'm like, I wonder what they're assuming about us here.
I think we didn't keep that room because Brandon was uncomfortable being Big Spoon.
Yeah,
I wanted Big Spoon, but we don't always get everything that we ask for in this life.
That's the way she goes.
That's the way of the road.
Sometimes she goes, sometimes she don't. It's the way she goes.
But they were really cool.
Yeah, they swapped us over.
To
once again, makes me think that they didn't have near as many people because I know there's been years where they were just sold out. And
that happened to us one year. I had the year you didn't go that me, Josh, and a goat leg went. We got over there and they fucking didn't have any rooms, and I'd already had booked and paid the shit, and they moved us across the street. And it pissed me off, and a goat leg fucking raised hell, as goat leg beings do.
Yeah.
And got it for free. So thanks Satan for that one. But they swapped us over, no fucking problem. We go drop our shit off, start swilling alcohol.
Up on the 10th floor in that deluxe apartment in the sky.
Fuck yeah, we moved on up this year. I felt like we truly were like, somebody's like, you're the good old gamer spot. You're goddamn right.
Who the fuck are you?
Who the fuck are you? And it fucking, so I got the email from Preston. He was saying around 1, we could come on down and get our passes and get, go take pictures. And they were super cool, man. Like, yeah. So we go down there, and I cannot I can't relate to the listener how much this tickled mine and Brandon's hearts completely. We're getting checked in, and Preston, we've talked to that guy before.
Yeah,
we all kind of know who all these people are at this point, because we're this invested. So he's just bullshitting with us, and he's like, "So you're with the go, getting our passes," and this dude behind him that's like moving t-shirts goes, "You guys are the Good Old Gamers podcast?" And Brandon's like, "Yeah, it's us." And he goes, "You motherfuckers are crazy."
Yeah.
Dude. And that shit, was just like, me and Brandon was just like, this shit is starting off fucking great. Because he gets it. He fucking gets it.
Yeah.
Like, thank God. And that was the opening to this whole event. That was the opening monologue, and it's like I felt like lords of creation at that point. We just had fucking reign to run and do whatever, and we fucking did.
We did. We played a shitload of pinball, and
God, they had so much good shit this year.
Yeah. So yeah, we ran around, took pictures of everything before they really opened, and got to play a little bit of Ultraman Halloween.
Dude?
That was spooky pinball, right?
Yes.
Yeah, spooky pinball. They made
Halloween. Oh, God.
They're good. They're almost the same machine with slight differences, and of course, totally different thing.
Yeah. You wanna talk about Ultraman real quick, and I'll hit up.
Yeah, I didn't put in a whole lot of time in it because there's long lines for it, and I didn't want to be that guy. But yeah, it's has all kinds of badass, like old school sound effects from the show. The art on it, I can't explain how awesome it is. It reminds me of the side of my arcade cabinet in there. It's just badass comic book style kaiju, like Ultraman doing his little like up yours cross where he shoots lasers and shit.
I shoot a laser in your butthole.
Yeah, and plus I sucked at that one because I'd never played it before. But it looked like you unlocked like kaiju to fight and stuff. But it's a pretty solid game overall. I think it's gonna be like $8,000 for one, which is
that's about right. Though.
I mean, but for that much, I think I'd rather have like Turtles, to be honest.
Oh fuck yeah!
We played the fuck out of some Stern Ninja Turtles.
Halloween is really good. It's kind of the same thing. I only got, I think, 3 whole tries at Halloween. But a lot of the old school, like original sound effects and shit, it's got an upper play area that's the Michael Myers house. Mm-hmm. And then on the left side, there's a row of hedges. And the ball would come down and Michael Myers would pop out from the hedge and be like, play that sound effect, and he just swats the ball back. The thing I dug the most, though, is the top of the fucking backboard.
Yeah, the topper on it
has a fucking motorized hand. You know, if you've ever seen the original Halloween movie poster, the one that says, "The night he come home," it's a fucking hand holding a butcher knife, and the butcher knife, it's almost looks like a bunch of blades trailing off, but it's jack-o'-lantern. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's that exact poster, but the hand, when you start working the score, goes in a circular motion like it's stabbing, it's holding a butcher knife. It's so fucking badass.
Hell yeah.
And like, dude, it's so funny as I hit a bonus, and like you hit this one bonus, and it's just Donald Pleasance going, evil!
Hell yeah.
Fucking fantastic. It was really good. That new Ninja Turtles by Stern, though, is the fucking tits, dude.
It is. It plays so awesome.
It's got the spinning pizza thing. That really blew my mind doing the multi-ball thing on it.
The old Ninja Turtles had
the same thing.
But it didn't. I don't think it was magnetic.
I don't remember it doing that.
This thing is magnetic, and it'll catch the balls and spin really fast and sling them everywhere.
It'll be like Pizza Party multi-ball, and it'll start spinning this motherfucker. Well, it's got a flipper up top by the pizza, too, and that flipper just pops straight out. Mm-hmm. The balls, is it 4 or 5? I think
4, I think.
4, yeah. It'll shoot the balls up the board, and it'll roll right off that turn flipper and land on that pizza, which is magnetized. One will land in the center, and the other ones land around it, and the whole pizza starts spinning like just crazy fast.
Yes.
And it fucking releases the pinballs like one at a time, and it'll be like, just shooting these motherfuckers at you. Dude, it's so killer.
Yeah, the art on it was killer.
It's like old school 90, like late 80s, early 90s cartoon Ninja Turtles, too, because like when you select the different modes, it'd be like, and show like the title card with a Ninja Turtle on it, being like, Ralph's Bad Day. Yeah, or Ralph, I'm a fucking jerk off. Ralph's Bad Day.
Yeah,
y'all don't judge me.
It had a handful of different modes. I really liked when you got the eat the pizza and you had to like mash the
the
center button
because you didn't know about it the first time you're playing it, and I was like, I just had to do this, and like Brandon's still swatting the balls, and I'm sitting there clicking his button for him.
That sounded fantastic.
I wanted it to sound like
yeah, you So you still got to keep the ball in play, but if you can mash that center button, you rack up a pretty good score. Cause it's like it shows on the screen like Turtles is eating the fuck out of pizza,
and it'll be like the score flashes in all different points, like 9,000, 10,000, 12,000, 9,000, 9,000, 9,000, 10,000, just over and over. Fucking rad. They that's cool. The Mandalorian, dude. The
That was a good
Mandalorian's
one.
pretty fucking fun.
If I got one,
enjoyed it.
I think I'd have to like take out the Baby Yoda though, because I fucking hate that
Either
thing.
that or like, okay,
Replace it with Jabba or something.
I just had this whole envision in my head, like the Mandalorian's drunk, and he's walking around with the Baby Yoda thing, you know, and he goes up to 7-Eleven, and this girl that he's all interested in, you know, she's from fucking Nauvoo or wherever. He's like, I'm gonna go in and talk to her. Well, he goes in there and keeps talking for about 4 hours, and he forgets and leaves Baby Yoda locked in a closed carriage. They come out there, and he's just all withered. Like, they arrest the Mandalorian, be like, well, you got drunk off of blue milk and left the little Yoda thing in the car for 8 hours. And they go in and say, hey, we got the intergalactic Kid X if you just want to take care of that right now.
God, I hate it. And I hate that people are like, it's not really Baby Yoda. His name is Grogu. Oh, awesome. It's named after a fucking old expired pita dip at Kroger. Like,
Save the franchise, I must. Yeah. But anyways, Mandalorian Pinball is good.
it was really good.
I played Led
I really
Zeppelin.
like one thing about the Mando before we move on
Okay.
is the upper playfield thing,
Yes.
because it would tilt. I guess it was like Boba Fett's little personal transport or whatever.
You can't be careful. You can't call it Slave One because that's not its fucking name anymore. It's like Gypsy Moon Crystal or something.
Yeah. So yeah, it would shoot a ball up in there, and it would tilt from horizontal to verticals, and it had its own flippers in there, and it was like super fast paced because it was a small little area. So pretty much, like would just wail on the
You
flippers.
just described that like every fucking girl update in the past 10 years.
Just wail on the flippers though, because it didn't seem like there was a whole lot of skill that you could really get. Because drown your balls
Once again,
like nobody's business.
sounds like girls updated.
Yeah, they drown your balls quick.
Yep, and leave you more empty than you've ever felt.
Yeah.
Just like that goddamn pinball game.
Yes.
But it was fucking good. What was the other? Ninja Turtles and Mandalorian. Ninja Turtles, I know we waited. There was another one we played.
Jurassic Park
was
pretty good.
It's pretty cool.
I like Turtles. I think Turtles is my favorite one out of all of them.
Oh, fuck yeah. Turtles and Halloween were the two
Yeah.
I dug a lot. I was kind of disappointed that they didn't have like some. No, I'm an idiot. Nightmare on Elm Street is what I fucking enjoyed the most.
Yeah, we play a lot of Nightmare.
Dude, God, I want that fucking pinball game. I want it so bad.
I got pretty good at being able to backhand into the house on the right side.
The only thing I never used is, Freddy's glove has got the ball save. I never once used that. And I feel like I missed it because it would still be like unused ball save. And you get a bonus for it.
you get like 10 million or something off not using it.
And I'm just like, fuck. But at the same time, I remember clicking that shit, and I don't think it ever did.
I don't know if it worked on that machine.
The day, I don't know if I told you this, but there's a picture of it I seen on thing that they took. The day you were doing the Magic tournament, when I went out there to play it, there was a guy that had the SPFX Freddy Krueger mask. And he was sitting there playing it. And like, I walked up behind him when they were taking pictures of him. He Draymond goes, God damn it! And I was just like, yes. That fucking rules. You bitch. Fucking ruled.
Hell yeah.
The arcade, I mean, we're going to go back to pinball. Everything was just good this year. They had a great selection.
Yeah.
We played through. Some couple sat and watched me and Brandon. We blasted the fuck through House of the Dead.
Yeah. Our fingers were tired. We were finger blasting the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, dude. I ain't gonna say nothing just too perverted. I was gonna say
I'll say
if
I ain't seen more finger blasting like that since the Jonas Brothers concert, 2011. Like,
shit. God damn, that looked like every doo-wop couple in the car in the 1950s going to watch the Big Bopper play. It's like, y'all getting ready to go to the finger bowl? Fuck. But, yeah. I was to the point where I'm like holding the gun and I'm just like,
yeah,
just rubbing real. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, if that had been a clit underneath my finger, there'd have been too much pleasure and somebody would have died.
Yeah.
And been my soul in her vagina.
Yeah, get to the point where like you just you stick your finger in it, and then you just move your elbow instead of your wrist. And
yeah, it's almost like playing drums.
Yeah,
but we did that. I beat Zelda. Some dude had a fucking fantastic Link to the Past in like a old school Donkey Kong, like Nintendo cab. Fantastic.
Yeah.
I beat it, which I mean, no big deal. Now, I did have some kid be like, when you got really, how you beat Ganon so quick? And I was like, I've played this game like 4 times longer than you've been alive. Like, shut up talking to me, Seed. Like,
yeah, see, I'm trying to think of what the Jurassic Park was decent. Nothing really just fantastic about it from what we played. The Led Zeppelin machine seemed like it sucked to me. Led Zeppelin and Guns N' Roses. The Guns N' Roses looked awesome, but man, it sucked.
just like the band.
Yes.
I'm sorry. Fuck Guns N' Roses.
Yes, fuck
what
them
a bunch
indeed.
of pretentious dickholes.
Yeah.
Dude, Maverick. The Maverick pinball,
Yeah.
like Mel Gibson Maverick. I fucking love that.
That was good.
It's so much fun.
Yeah.
The Zelda, some dude had a Zelda pinball machine made.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, for the 18% of the time it was working, it was badass.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, it was cool, man. Like, it'd be like, he had created graphics for it. Like, you'd shoot, and it'd be like, all right, Link's going to kill all the fucking moblins in this room if you shoot the right ramp. And it would show, like, Link to the Past on the screen, you shoot the right ramp, and he would, like, swing a sword and kill moblins. I'm like, this is pretty bitchin'.
That is pretty cool.
But, you know, the ball got launched a lot.
Yeah, that machine was constantly down.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I get it. If that's a handmade thing,
Yeah.
I'm sure it's, you know, kudos to being that involved.
Right. Yeah.
Everything, like, in the art, I enjoyed it. And, I mean, that was one cool thing, I guess, about, like, the COVID thing, and it not being so packed is, like, you weren't waiting, like, extremely long amounts of time to get on something. Like,
and, like, we'd play a game, look, no one's waiting. Oh, fuck, play it again.
if somebody comes up, like, hand it over, you know?
Yeah.
No big deal. Trying to think about shit, like, in the arcade room that just stuck out to me.
I didn't pay a whole attention to the arcades much, just because... Like,
I would rather play pinball because I got all those arcade games.
right, yeah. You can emulate arcade way better.
The
than
day
you
I
can
was out there
emulate
by
pinball.
myself, I played pinball more than anything. I mean, that was my deal because I'm like, I don't own a pinball machine, so
Yeah.
I need to do all the shit I can't do. Zelda, I mean, that's a given. One of the vendors there had a really cool arcade that was demos, like some sort of horror themed one, and the motherfucker shot smoke out of it, and it looked like it was made out of meat. And I'm like, that's kind of cool.
It was cool. I'm sure it's $8,000 for it, but it was cool looking.
Yeah. It was badass. The console room was pretty lit AF, fam, this year. I spent about an hour drunk as fuck while you were in the Keyforge tournament playing NFL Blitz and Dreamcast, and I was completely fucking happy with that.
Hell yeah.
Loved it.
I had a lot of fun with the Keyforge tournament.
Let's tell us about them.
So I got second in Keyforge on the technicality.
Should have got first.
Well, I should have been able to play for first. I didn't have the opportunity.
Well, they kind of screwed us on that because I was hanging out with you. They told you to be in the main game lobby?
Yeah, they said, wait out here and we'll let you know when it starts. So me and Lyle were rocking some Keyforge, just passing time. And I go up to him like, hey, is it started? Like, oh, it already started. We've been looking for you. I'm like, well, I've been right beside you the whole fucking time.
Yeah, and then we had to go over to the other wing, and it was already going on.
Yeah, so they put me in, but they gave me a bye. So I went undefeated, and so did the guy who got first, but because I had a bye, he got first, and I got, which ain't a huge deal. I just would have liked to have been able to play for first. The only difference in prizes was the mat. His says first on it, mine says second.
But you got 2 boxes of boosters.
I got
or decks.
2 boxes of decks there, plus the 3 that entered the tournament with. So it was a lot of fun. I love Keyforge.
How much was it to enter the Keyforge tournament?
$10.
Okay. Remember that price, people.
Yeah, because then the next day I go to the Magic tournament, $45.
Say that again.
$45. You get 3 the mystery set boosters, and we did a draft. And
I want you to go into details about what chafed your butthole during the draft. I want this to be known. So all you fucks that do this will stop.
So yeah, we had one guy sitting next to me. He's like, hey, you guys care if I like have TCG Player pulled up on my phone while we draft so I can look at prices? I don't want to pass on any expensive cards. I'm like, yeah, whatever, it's fine. Because you open a pack, there's going to be tops 2 cards in there worth anything. So obviously, it shouldn't take long at all, right? Fucking wrong. This guy holds up the fucking draft. Like, other tables are done their draft. And they gave us an hour to draft and build your deck. We didn't get done until about 5 minutes left. So we had 5 minutes to build your fucking deck after you drafted your cards. So this asshole, he would sit there and Google every single fucking card and read every single fucking card in there, like top to bottom. So, after a point, I just sat there and watched him, see what the fuck he was doing. He'd have a stack of, booster packs set up beside him, waiting on him to get through them and pass them so he'd go around the circle and we could.
So, did he get to choose, though, before y'all did? Was he, in a higher point in line, I guess?
No, but it bottlenecks. Because everyone passes to the left, and when you keep passing that pack to the left until the pack's gone, and then you open a pack, pass to the right, keep passing until it's gone. And then third pack, pass to the left, keep passing until it's gone. So you open your pack, you take a card, put it for your cards, pass the rest of them to your left.
Let them go through it.
Yes.
You just pick one at a time?
Pick one at a time.
So they give you 60 boosters?
3 boosters. 15 card boosters.
Each?
Yes.
You each get 315. How big is the deck in Magic?
In draft, 40 card is the minimum.
Oh, okay.
60 is like normal constructed. Yeah. Draft is 40 cards.
Well, that shows you how loop I
am. So yeah, he's over there looking shit up on his phone, reading every card top to bottom. Meanwhile, there's like 6 or 7 boosters waiting on him to pick his card out of, just piled up, and we're all just sitting there twiddling our thumbs waiting on us.
What a shitty fuck ass, man.
Yes. I wish the tournament organizer would have been on his balls a little bit more, because we were getting down within the last 10 minutes, and finally the tournament organizer comes on over there and says, "Hey, it's your third pack. You're about 7 cards in. You should take more than 10 seconds to make a decision here." And finally things start moving. But it just boggles my mind that you're down to the fucking commons and uncommons of your third pack.
And looking at your fucking, I wonder what this swamp's worth.
Yeah.
Fuck you. It's a swamp.
And he's reading every card top to bottom. Like, if you're in third pack and you don't know what colors you're running, what the fuck are you even doing? Because
he's a collector. Collectors shouldn't be allowed to play in fucking that shit.
Well, I've done that myself, but it didn't take me long to do it. Oh, look, there's a money card. It's mine. Okay. Next pack.
You know what you're looking for generally if you play it enough.
It's not hard. It's not hard at all. And it really pissed me off how much time he's wasting. If I already know what colors I'm picking, I get someone hands me a stack of cards and it's got, oh look, there's 2 blue, there's a green. I'm running red and black. Oh look, there's 1 red card in here, no black. So I guess I'm taking the fucking red card. I ain't even gonna read it. Pretty simple, ain't it?
Yeah, no shit. Like, Not selling Jesus out to the Romans for 22 coins.
But I got second in Magic. And technically could have been first, but it didn't matter. This is on third game. So on game one, because that last match, I won game one. Guy won game two, and he won game three. But after winning game three, he realized that he had exiled cards in game two and didn't shuffle them back in his deck. And he's like, well, forfeit if you want me to. I'm like, no, it's the same fucking prize either way. I think he would have had me anyways, so.
Yeah. You're a good sport about it.
Yeah, it didn't matter. And the prize was this fucking a couple promo packs. So,
okay, now that while we're on this, tell me about this disdain for Wizards.
oh yeah,
Because this is something we had a big conversation. As soon as you found me on the floor after this tournament, you told me all this.
Yeah.
And I feel like
Wizards does not offer prize support for shit. You saw Keyforge, 2 entire fucking boxes. That's equivalent of 2 booster boxes
I'm looking
of Magic.
at 2 sealed boxes right now.
Equivalent to 2 booster boxes of Magic. And Wizards charging fucking over 4 times the price, because, I mean, that's the value of those packs, roughly. Plus, plus the prizes. A couple promo packs. So a couple extra booster packs and some promo packs. Whoopee!
And for $45 entry fee, man, that just seems steep to me.
Yeah. When we go again, I will do a Keyforge tournament. If they have Flesh and Blood, I will do that. I'm not doing another Magic tournament. The main reason I even entered that to begin with was just to say, it's a bigger city. I want to play with the big dogs. Got up a thing. Prove myself. I still got it. But, I ain't doing it again. It wasn't really that much fun.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not a Magic guy. I'm kind of the point where I'm like, man, fuck Magic.
You got a card game that was pretty good.
I did. Saturday, they have the little flea market thing, which was fucking incredible.
I got 2 board games. They were pretty cheap.
Dude, I had some great finds. I bought a fucking replacement White Tiger Zord, which I lost in the house fire. Bought that, and I found a fucking Green Ranger Dragon Zord. $10 a piece.
Yeah.
Dude did not want to go home with them. I found like 5 Ninja Turtles I needed, and she was like $20 for all 5 of them. So we go around another dude then, and I found the White Ranger that goes with White Tiger Zord and a Dragon Dagger. And was kind of iffy. I mean, I had the money, but I was just like, I need this. And Brandon melts my heart. Brandon helps me get the Dragon Dagger. So I ended up with a fucking Dragon Dagger to go with the Dragon Zord, and ended up with the White Ranger to go with the Tiger Zord.
Oh, you got to mention about the jerk off who comment on your Dragon Dagger.
Oh, fuck that fucking fat fuckhead. Yeah. Whew, he's there, Lyle. I'm kind of a little pissed. Yeah, this fuckhole is playing Legend of Zelda, which I probably was better than him anyways. Fuck him. But he sees me with my Dragon Dagger in my pocket. And the Dragon Dagger's not perfect. I mean, it's missing a couple things off of it, but nothing I can't get 3D printed or buy and put on it. And this guy, me and Brandon are playing...
Fix It Felix?
Yes, we're playing Fix It Felix. And this dude leans over and goes, "Can't believe you take your Dragon Dagger out of the pack." I'm like, huh? He's like, "I can't believe you take your Dragon Dagger out of the pack." And I'm like, well, and before I can finish, he's like, "I have one that is factory sealed." Dude, this dude sat there just waiting on me to be like, "Yes, my lord," and get down and just start sucking his fucking cock. But I'm like, yeah, well, I just bought this from a fucking flea market vendor over there a minute ago. He goes, "Oh, okay." And we're back to playing. And I'm just like, I hope you die in a wreck, you fuck.
Yeah. What a jerk off.
What a fucking jerk off.
I got 2 games. One of them I still haven't played yet. I played Theseus to the Dark Orbit the other day.
Yeah.
Which was, it's basically like ramped up Sorry. It's kind of
really
cool. Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah, you got like 3 dudes, and you can only move clockwise on this like placement of these boards. If and each board can hold 4 dudes. If a room has 4 dudes and you move a guy in there, it ejects one of them into space. And you set traps on the boards too, so like when people land on that board, it does shit to them.
Well, that's cool.
It is pretty cool.
Worth what you worth?
I paid $30 for it. Was worth that.
Oh yeah.
This other one I got, Conquest for Planet Earth, where you play as space aliens. I opened it up and I played the game like by myself. It was pretty solid. It seems like it'll be a lot of fun. It came with a CD with its own soundtrack on it.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so
I like immersive shit like that.
Yeah, it is made by the same people who made the Last Night on Earth board game, which is a zombie game.
A pretty popular one too, right?
It was for a while. I don't think it is that much anymore. But it also came with the soundtrack, and I noticed the same bitch made both soundtracks. The soundtracks are not good.
Really?
On either of them. It sounds as it would have been acceptable as like stock music in RPG Maker 2005.
Oh yeah.
But I've uploaded.
There's no heart in it.
I've uploaded both of those soundtracks to SoundCloud. So if anybody has those games and wants to listen to them on their phone while you're playing, go for it. Because I was like, it's a fucking CD. I have nothing except my computer that can take a CD anymore. So I just put it in the computer and digitally upload it.
Speaking of board games, that one guy probably immolated himself now because you didn't sit down and play 13 Dead End Drive with it.
I got it. He doesn't look like he stunk.
Hey, yeah, like, if you would have took a fucking still frame of that guy, been on that, like, pictures you could smell.
Yeah.
Like, we seen this guy, like, wandering around with 13 Dead End Drive, which is like, isn't that like a fucking Milton Bradley game or some shit? He's like wandering around with it and just like, look at it like.
And he sits down, starts setting it up, puts a big players wanted sign up. And that's when I go to the Keyforge tournament. And I get done with the tournament and I look through the Southern Fried app and I saw him posted like, well, nobody wanted to play 13 Dead End Drive with me. Like, well, maybe if you took a bath.
Or had a time machine and went back to 1994 when that fucking game come out. What are you going to want to play next? Don't Wake Daddy?
Mr. Bucket.
Yeah. Oh, you want to pull some teeth out of the alligator without it biting your hand?
Hey, guys, let's play Hungry Hippos.
Oh, God. I can judge a man's worth off of Hungry Hippos. But,
we should have played some board games there. But, you know, it sounds fun doing other shit. But yeah, you bought Mageling from one of the people.
I just sat the wrong way in the back of my leg and my ass just started cramping up. Jesus Christ, what is wrong with me? Oh, it hurts. Anyways, yeah, I bought a game called Mageling.
Yeah, it's an engine building card game. It's pretty neat.
It's like a dice and card combo?
Yeah, like you roll dice and you can re-roll them like one time plus whatever your cards do. But the goal is basically to use your cards to make mana to do shit. Yeah. Basically beat these 5 levels.
Yeah, you have like... I had to stand up real quick. My ass cheek is like locking up right now.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what's happening.
Are you having an ass seizure?
I am. Yeah. My ass sucks.
Your ass sucks ass.
It does right now. I don't know what's happening. I can't like bend my leg without my like back of my leg and butt cramping up.
Oh shit. I think you need some potassium, boy.
I may do it.
I got a banana in there. I'll shove it up your keister and solve this quick.
I hope, man. If you want to put a banana in my ass to stop this pain, I will. Fuck it. I'll butt chug a banana. Fuck it. I'll butt chug a banana and I'll fall down on my ass and slide 20 feet.
It's peanut butter jelly time.
Like that little banana that just starts clapping its head and foaming at the mouth. Oh, God dang, dude. Getting old sucks. I don't know. It does. I'm going to the beach tomorrow. If I got a limp the whole time at the beach, I'm going to be so fucking pissed off. But, yeah, Mageling, essentially, you have... I played solo. Solo's a little different because you use the ancient cards or whatever.
Yeah.
But, you have location cards, and you set up 5, and you have your just deck, and that's your nexus. You start out with... 4, I think, mana crystals, And pretty much you conjure energy and shit and use your energy to pay the costs and buy these scrolls. And you buy all these scrolls and
the scrolls essentially make more energy.
Yeah. And like Brandon said, you use them like an engine. And
so you kind of want to set up combos of scrolls that work off your dice. Like if you got a blue scroll, you need to roll blue dice to use it. And you place that dice there, you can't reuse that dice unless you have a scroll that says, hey, reclaim that dice.
Yeah. And you can like focus the dice and make mana or energy, and you can... I can't remember what...
You could gather, focus, and then activate.
Yeah. And the activate's using like the hand and shit. You can do like...
You can activate certain scrolls or use spirits in the Nexus, I want to say.
Yeah, you have certain abilities you can do, like activate abilities. Like you can discard one from your hand and draw another spell, or you can... Fuck, I can't remember. There's a couple other things you can do. I'd have to look, like... Animate is what it's called.
Yes, animate.
Like, it allows you to do a couple... But we figured that out on Sunday night, and it's kind of fun.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. I like it. I need to get me a copy of it.
It's not bad.
And that's kind of... It was just like a husband and wife made that game, wasn't it?
Yeah, I believe so. I think the husband made it. Wife is the main one, like, hawking it.
Okay. I bought another one from another couple like that called Missile Mayhem, I want to say.
Yeah.
I haven't played it yet, though. So
we'll try it. It looked really cool, like something you could get in and out of fairly quick.
On our way out of Southern Fried, we stopped by Oxford Games.
Yes, which I've been there before, and so have you.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yeah, I bought my original Dungeon Quest there many years ago. But as they had the Carnimorphs and Void Seeders expansions for Nemesis. $80 each, which is about fair market price, but just finding them's hard to find. So I snatched those fuckers up. I was quite pleased with that. Lyle got him a...
I'm sorry that sounds like I'm over here like kicking my leg and ass around because I'm like, this muscle's got to stop cramping at some point. But yeah, I bought me a motherfucking Proton Pack.
Proton Pack.
It's the Spirit Halloween one, which people mod. Yeah, I mean, you can get all the mods for it pretty reasonable to make it like movie accurate. So that's what I'm in the process of now.
Hell yeah.
I wasn't going to get it. I was going to get the Aliens, like original screenplay comic collection. They had it. And I'm like, oh, that's cool. And Brandon's like, you know, if you don't buy this, you're going to feel like shit. And I'm like, you're right. I'm going to get it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. And I did it. And it felt fucking good.
Hell yeah, dude.
I can't say, or I can't lie and say I haven't walked around my house with the Proton Pack on. Nothing but the Proton Pack.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, if a ghost comes in my house like that, I mean, it's your fault for being here.
Second Amendment grants me the right to bear Proton Packs.
It did. There were some cool vendors there this year.
Yeah.
That's where we bought our games from, was the vendors.
Yeah.
They had a lot of like import games and shit I noticed this year.
Mm-hmm.
Savage Pizza.
Savage Pizza.
Gotta talk about Savage Pizza. It was
the pizza
weird...
was on point as usual, but the experience was not.
Yeah. Savage Pizza's closed down. You can't eat on the inside because of the COVID shit.
Yep.
You have to sit outside on the patio, which ain't that big of a deal usually.
Yes. But
I like sitting on the inside.
There was a big old protest going on across the street over some rape or something.
There's a rapist that works at that gas station or that grocery store in Little 5 Points, so y'all don't go there.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
But we literally sat outside eating our pizza listening to people yelling to megaphones for like fucking 30 minutes.
Trying to outshout fucking like reggae music.
He rapes people and he works here. Okay. 2 minutes later. He rapes people and he works here. Well, we've got the message.
I like that when we left, I rolled down my window and yelled at him to get a job.
And all they said was, but he rapes people.
At least he works.
Yeah. Oh, Brandon. We done that, and if I've ever been close to catching COVID,
Oh, the Twilight Zone we entered.
yes. So I don't know what the fuck kind of magic Brandon was packing in his bag, but we're in Atlanta and we decide we want to eat Chinese buffet. It was a cheat weekend for you.
Yeah, whole weekend.
And play that applause. You got it ready. Play that for you again. 82 pounds down.
Yeah.
Shit. Looking good.
Hell
Looking
yeah. I've
tough.
already lost the weight I gained, so.
Have you?
Yeah. So I'm back
Fucking
on track.
incredible, man. Incredible.
In fact, I got drunk last night, woke up with a hangover, and still went to the gym.
Are you serious?
Yeah. That's dedication.
My hero. Shit. That's good, man. That's good. Living good.
Uh-huh.
But Brandon's car has a special tool on it that allows you to hop portals and end up in different places of the world.
Yeah.
And we took a left turn in Atlanta and ended up in Mexico.
Uh-huh.
Straight up.
Yeah, we pull in this parking lot, and we look around like, there's no one else that's white here.
The name of the Asian restaurant is like Asian Pearl or some shit like that.
Yeah.
The Asian Pearl. And they're like, we have a huge buffet. So we're like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
This parking lot, and I'm not knocking or being racist, but we pull in and everything in this fucking shopping center is in Spanish. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What's happened here? We go in and it is a fucking straight up Chinese buffet run by Spanish people with Spanish decor on the inside. It's decorated like a fucking
playing
Mexican
music
restaurant.
too.
Yeah.
Like fucking
mariachi
music.
And
the salad buffet was a big boat.
Yeah, and then the ice and the never mind, you just said it. Yeah, I was gonna say it's a giant ship.
Yeah,
that just sailed from the Gulf of Mexico,
and it was for the most part like authentic Chinese food, but with like
they had tacos.
Yeah,
on
there's
the buffet.
tacos and fajitas and stuff.
If I wasn't so freaked out from the COVID thing, I would have been like, "This is possibly the coolest, the greatest thing I've ever encountered."
Yeah, it was packed in there. It was so packed in there.
Holy fuck! And not one single motherfucking person had a mask on. And like we're sitting there eating, I'm already panicking about this shit. Brandon goes, well, if we're going to catch COVID this trip, right here is going to fucking be it.
Yep.
100%. But the food, I mean, it wasn't bad.
Was it bad?
It was cheap.
Yeah. Yeah, because I went to pay and she was like, $20 or $30. $30, I think. And I was like, oh. I was thinking that was for each of us. And then I paid and she's like, well, y'all go have a seat. I'm like, oh, that's both of us.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Speaking of food, we DoorDash Sunday night. Everybody left Sunday. Like, the people weren't staying there. But like, dude, Sunday night, it was kind of nice, though. It was fucking dead.
Yeah.
In that hotel. There wasn't anything going on.
That hotel lives and dies by the conventions.
Oh, yeah. And so we DoorDashed like $40, I think is what I paid for
Del Taco.
Del Taco.
It was great.
Del Taco fucking rules. Why don't we have one of those
yes,
here?
fuck Taco Bell. Del Taco's way better.
Holy shit. They have a whole dollar menu on top of everything. And it's like, I got that chicken taco, and all it was a chicken finger with cheese rolled up in a burrito or a tortilla. And I'm like, fuck yes. I'll have some more of this shit. Like, that's amazing.
Hell yeah, it was.
Why don't we have a fucking Del Taco here?
That's we're Coleman, Alabama.
I mean, we have everything else now.
We got 18 fucking sandwich shops. Why can't we get a Del Taco?
There's 19 Mexican restaurants. Make that number 20.
Yeah.
Get the Del Taco. Like, fuck. Wrestling.
Oh, wrestling was...
Wrestling, man, we got pretty drunk for that.
Uh-huh. We got a little rowdy.
We did get a little rowdy.
But not as rowdy as old Ronnie Van Zant.
Okay. So, without going into deep of detail, as in the person, Mm-hmm. There's a guy that we seen the year before last, and we'd cracked our jokes. We ain't gonna give no details other than this dude looks like the ghost of the guy from Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
And if you want to know how we feel about Leonard Skinner, see the episode before last.
Yeah.
You know, God doesn't make mistakes.
That's right.
And when he sinks your plane in a swamp, the last thing you do is put the band back together.
Yes.
So, we'll just say that. We'll just say the ghost come out of that swamp and manifested itself in a snakeskin hat with a feather and a snakeskin vest and a snakeskin shirt and some blue jeans with some snakeskin boots. Don't forget the snakeskin belt buckle. Just manifests itself in this being.
And a big old bottle of shitty whiskey.
Ancient age. I want to tread lightly because they may be cool dudes.
I doubt it. I'll put that out there.
I'm trying to give the benefit of the doubt here. But I believe you're correct. So, they have wrestling. And these people that we've seen before are there. They do pretty much the whole fucking shebang, and it gets time for the last match. Well, they have this, like, long-haired, just normal dude come out.
He's the babyface, the good guy.
He's the babyface, the good guy. And so he comes out. They're doing all this shit. And every wrestler prior to this, they allow people to stand right beside the ring.
Yeah.
Open, standing on the floor. Me and Brandon are sitting, just yelling.
Yeah,
all kinds of obscenities.
Things.
And we were getting some genuine chuckles out of people behind us. They were like, holy fuck. Like, they're just, diddless kids, twist his dick, long dick twist.
Like, I remember the spooky bad guys came out and I was yelling, "Hell, Satan! Hell, Satan!"
I was like, still not the Undertaker. Like, just, because this dude come out wearing a shitty King Diamond skull mask.
Yeah.
King Diamond! Like, fucking, just being funny, you know?
Yeah. He's supposed to be that kind of obnoxious at wrestling.
Yeah, it's
That's the
wrestling.
Point.
You're
That's
acting.
the point.
You're acting a fool. So this dude's standing by the stage, and everybody that comes out, he holds that fucking bottle of ancient age up there like it's some fucking trove to be had.
Trying desperately to get somebody to take a swig.
Yeah, and nobody will do it. The one fucking babyface good guy that comes out takes it and takes a swig.
Uh-huh.
He instantly is just like, a wild hepatitis has appeared. Yeah. He takes a swig of it, though. You know, unbeknownst to him, he takes a swig in good valor, you know, to fucking honor the dude. And what does this drunk fucking
He starts slinging
hillbilly shit do? He gets the fucking bottle, and we're talking a handle, half a gallon of ancient age. And it's got the whole neck, and we'll say maybe a fucking eighth of the top is gone.
Uh-huh.
You're still got over a halfway full bottle. This motherfucker gets excited about that guy taking a drink of whiskey. And I'm like, fuck you. I've drank more whiskey. If you want to relevate times that you fucking have drank, and I mean, this ain't really something to brag about, but my liver shows way more signs of wear and tear than your bitch ass liver does. You know, like that whole fucking deal. He just fucking slings this bottle of whiskey. I'm talking, dude. What do you think? 2 or 3 shots? He slings like that amount.
Because he's just like waving it like it's a fucking flag, and it's just flying everywhere. It gets in the wrestler's eyes.
I'm talking throws a handful of whiskey. He pulls like the old, some dude's about to kick your ass, like pocket sand.
Yeah.
And throw it in their face, you know?
Yeah, it would have been a great angle if it was planned.
He just, shit.
The baby face is blind. Can he beat him?
Oh, he can't see shit. He just douses him in the face. And that guy's like wiping his eyes out, tearing up. And the dude's obviously apologizing, but he's just like, it's okay. And I'm like, I would have killed you. I would have just reached, kicked through that second rope and just kicked the fucking feather out of your hat.
I'd be like, give me the whiskey again. I would just dumped it out on top of him.
Yeah. Yeah, that's anything.
Yeah. Stick this feather in your cap, fucking Yankee Doodle.
Yankee Doodle went to town and got his teeth cleared out.
I mean, I don't know how many he had to begin with.
I don't know. He's obviously very crafty. But it just... There's a certain set of bizarre people we see every year.
Yeah.
Man, I haven't ever really had a problem with that guy other than his loud snakeskin attire.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there's a lot of good snakes out on this planet, and you've ruined their way of
We do
living.
have like a small checklist of characters we look for. Blue Suede Goo, we saw him again.
Blue Suede Goo was there again this year. I couldn't tell if he was going to try to take me to a 50s restaurant, buy me a cheeseburger, or if he was just going to start crying in a jail cell. It's going to be one of the two.
I think he's on the verge of dying on the toilet.
Oh, bring me all peanut butter banana.
I saw the weirdo computer basement nerd.
I didn't see him until you pointed him out.
Yeah.
That was that guy this year. Was like, he was just, that first year we met him, he was just naming random shit off. He was like, I had some friends that program for computers, and they made a little game called Rocket Smash. I'm like, well, that's cool. He'd be like, they also made a game called Puppy Groomer.
I used to run it on my 1986 IBM.
Yeah, no shit.
Okay.
I once had a computer made out of a human hair and vacuum tubes. I only played Duke Nukem 2 on it. There is some character.
There's some people I got looped into signing up for it. They're making this new social media called I think it's LFG Nexus.
I felt bad. I left you standing there. I was like,
well, the only thing that drew me into it was one of the features of it is you can get on there and say if you want to find a place to play Magic. You go in there and you type in Magic. And it will show you all the places around you that are running events.
Well, that's cool.
As long as they've signed up on there and stuff. So that is cool. I don't know how well it's going to do overall. You see these people on there LARPing. That's always a good sign.
Of course it is.
But I don't know if that's something any of y'all would be interested in. Check it out. The guys seem kind of cool. I do like the feature of being able to find people doing physical games nearby. But yeah, as with the social media thing, they come and go with the wind. So best of luck to them.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm sorry. I left you there. I was I gotta go now. I just kept on trucking.
Is that a fruit cart?
Yeah,
gonna knock that over in the high speed chase.
No shit. What else did we do?
There's a dude selling those NES games that he made with NES Maker.
Yeah.
And after you were almost about to buy it, and then I was like, decided to look it up, and it was 15-minute game, 15-minute long game.
I literally wanted to buy one, and that was I went up to the room or something to refill my beverage. And that's I looked, and they were like, "Man, you can run through this game in 20 minutes." Literally just running through it, not doing anything else. I'm like, I don't. Nah,
not $60.
Yeah, I mean the box and everything's cool and all that,
Yeah.
but I mean, what's stopping me from getting NES Maker and just doing this shit myself?
Right.
He had another one that was like an RPG where you collect the black box.
Yes.
I'm kind of interested in that. That seemed a little more...
I'm just not big on NES RPGs. Turn-based RPGs.
I hated Dragon Warrior.
Yeah, I wasn't big on them. I mean, I tried so hard to like Mother.
I was fixing to ask, what about Mother? Did you ever play it?
Yeah, I've beat it. It's a slog.
I had no fucking idea Mother 2 on Super Famicom was so expensive. That guy had that one for $95, and I've got that at home. And I'm like, well, shit, I'm cleaning mine up. I was going to enter the Tetris tournament, but I didn't realize the pre-qualifying round was Friday night.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
And Mortal Kombat 2,
there's nobody showed up for
Yeah.
it, right? So, yeah, it sucks.
But, I mean, you know, to be expected. I don't know what they were doing on pinball tournaments this year. I walked in the room, but I didn't really.
Next year, we need to do some pinball tournaments. We need to enter something. I mean, yeah, we're going to get striped because we're not as hardcore as those guys. But
You should, though. You're way better than everything I am.
well, I mean, I have a pinball machine, but it's still like that only helps you so much. If you don't have the machine you're running on,
Yeah.
you ain't going to beat somebody.
Well, I
who
mean, I
does.
guess it's like anything else. Every machine, and you got to do a lot more fine tuning in pinball. So I
Yes.
imagine everything can be just
Oh yeah,
slightly tuned different, and it's different. You know?
I could go play a different Iron Maiden machine, and things are going to be a little off. But mainly, a lot of it's learning the rules for the machine too. Learning, what combos get you the best score and stuff. What's the dangerous shots?
Yeah. It overall, I fucking loved it. I just, like you said, I hope they fucking did good enough to like. I'm sure they're already selling tickets for the next.
Yeah, we'll be there.
That was the word. Oh fuck yeah, we'll be there.
Yeah, next time with swimming trunks because I'm gonna rock the fuck out of that hot tub.
That was nice.
Yeah.
Oh, well, what about the fact that the place is connected to a mall?
Yeah.
Never known that.
Never knew it. Like a bunch of jerk-offs, we
my
walked all the way
fuck.
around the block to go to a burger place.
And mind you, all the way around a fucking block.
Yeah.
That's hard work for fat boys.
Yeah. We walk all the way around the block, go to this burger place, and we look at it's inside this mall, and I'm like, I kind of think that connects to the hotel. If we leave and just walk down that way, and wouldn't you fucking know it?
And it's your typical mall. It's got shops like Barry's, fucking Barry's Bead Barn,
Yeah.
and Mary's Art Hut. Hey, you like pretzels? We don't have any. The most just bare bones mall. I think it had 4 or 5 stores in it.
Yeah.
And an ATM.
Do you want to spend way too much money on men's clothing? Come in here.
Yeah. We've got a wide selection of purple rhinestone hats. If you could gather what kind of store it was.
Yeah. Or a gift shop if you want a huge
non-pimps.
collection of porcelain horses.
Non-pimps need not apply to this clothing store.
Yeah.
It was, we did the breakfast buffet again.
Oh, it was righteous.
It was pretty good.
It was righteous. That's right after we ate that breakfast buffet, I think I might have killed a child. Or at least severely incapacitated him.
You mentally retardandoed. Sounds nicer, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're on 10th floor and we're leaving, or I think we're going back in the room. I was like, took a big chunk of ice out of my drink and just chunked it over the edge. Just pretended like nothing happened. I'm like, I hope that hit some like kid in the head right in the soft spot. Just fucking buried in there.
Now they're right now in a cryogenic chamber. So like, we can't afford for the ice to melt and cause him to
It's the only thing keeping him alive now.
If the ice melts, he is therefore waterhead.
It's in 20 years, he's gonna become Mr. Freeze.
Everybody freeze! I see you in hell. To be a content hell. Damn it. I don't know what's worse about that. Arnold Schwarzenegger being Mr. Freeze or George Clooney being Batman.
Definitely Clooney. I like Arnold about anything.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it is. It's charming.
Well, I can even vouch for Val Kilmer as being Batman more than I can George Clooney.
Yeah.
At least if Val Kilmer's Batman, he could be like, I'm Batman. Sorry.
Pass me the bat cigarettes. The bat lighter.
I'm glad you did a bat tricky out of me. I've sent 50 people to Arkham. The only...
Want to fire up a Gotham Slim.
The only villain I ever beat. Gotham Slims. Fuck you, Lau. You fucking cold-hearted fuck. I'll be your Uncle Barry. Enough of the Val Kilmer jokes. We'll make fun of Christian Slater next time.
Yeah.
But it was good. I had a good time. I'm glad we stayed the extra day this year.
Yes, that was killer.
Okay, let me tell you about the thing the end of the trip, though. And I'm pretty
How we
sure
almost died?
I'm pretty sure I still have a foodborne illness.
Yeah, you ain't ever getting rid of it.
Fuck no. I got COVID-47 from that fucking place. Like, tell them how we sealed our fates, Brandon.
See, we're like, oh, it's crystals. We ain't got any crystals around here anymore. Let's hit up crystals before we
We're
leave.
just hungry before we get on the interstate.
So there's crystals, and it looks a little shady, but you know, fuck it. Their menus don't work.
You go in and they're like, can we take your order? Brandon's like, y'all have a menu?
Yeah, they just got TVs that are off. And like, well, we got the sack full combo y'all can split. I'm like, okay, let's do that. So the lady hands us cups, and
proceeds to tell us to make our own drinks. They're actually going to act like they're going to make our drinks at first.
Yeah, they asked us what we wanted, and then they hand us the cups. And so I'm like, okay. So the Code machine is on and powered, but it does have a sign like, no longer in use due to COVID-19. I'm like, well, maybe they just hadn't took that down, you know. So Lyle loads up his drink. Then he loads up mine. He notices on mine, like, it's putting out like some...
Dude, it shoots a chunk of shit. Like,
yeah, it's shooting out like fucking jizz.
Like, it just literally goes... It just like makes
it's
that...
like a frozen yogurt machine instead of a Coke machine.
Yeah, dude. It just... Like, you've been squeezing on that for a while. Like...
So I look at that, and
it shoots like a film, like a mold.
I look at the lady, I'm like, hey, could y'all, like, get us some drinks from around back? Because something's wrong with your machine here.
The fucking manager is setting... I'm assuming it was the manager.
Yeah.
He's sitting there doing paperwork the whole time, and he comes up and goes, "What y'all get your drink yet?" And I'm like, out that fucking machine right there. He's like, that machine don't work. And we were like, no shit. Like,
why the fuck y'all got it plugged in? Like,
I almost was be like, man, just tell them to give you that 20 back. Look, we can go down the road.
Yeah, it made me a little nervous to eat.
I mean, I ate it.
Yeah,
but
I mean, it's crystals. You're never proud of eating
it. That gray goo was extra spiced up that day. That was fucked.
Yeah. Lyle about got shanked with some scratch-offs.
Yeah, fuck you for putting me through that.
I got some scratch-offs, and I was like, one of them won like $4 or something.
Yeah, so
I gave him to Lyle. I was like, hey, go get you some then, because
get some extra ones. Let's scratch some more. That's what we do.
And then you won $10. You go in there and
Brent's like, just go get a $10 bill. So I'm like, okay. Dude, I go in, and like the first time I went in to get the extra fucking tickets, this little, and fuck him, they ain't even being racist. This is a little crackhead motherfucker.
Yeah.
He's sitting there with like a fucking t-shirt that looks worse than Andrew WK's. Like, this motherfucker's been out rolling around on the street and in the fucking dirt and shit. Just nasty-ass white shirt.
Yeah.
He's obviously a fucking crackhead, degenerate piece of shit.
Yeah. He was just loitering in there.
And all he's doing is sitting in the slot machine looking at the blinking lights. I'm like, yeah. And that motherfucker comes up, and he is standing so close to me in a COVID era kind of deal. This motherfucker's hovering, trying to see what I got. And I don't say nothing the first time. And I'm just like, he's like, oh man, I ain't trying to sweaty. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Get the shit. Go back out. And I'm like, okay, we win that. And Brandon's like, go get you $10. I'm like, I don't know if $10 is worth all this, but I go back in and I swear as soon as I come in, he just like a piece of fucking metal to a magnet just moves up on my ass. And he sweat me. And I just tell the woman, I just like throw her the card and I'm like, I just want the cash payout. And he goes, what you get? And I literally turned around, I was like, back the fuck up, dude. And he just, nah, my bad, man. I just want to see what you got. I just walked off. And I'm just like, oh, you motherfuckers.
You're about to end up with a fucking filing needle in your kidney.
Yeah, no shit. Turn around.
Got you.
Got my $10. Yeah. I ain't seen that much money in 20 years.
You're gonna die now. Give me $10 number 3 scratch offs.
He just uses your corpse as a table to do a scratch off on. He's like,
by God, I hit $3.
He just looks off.
I'm gonna retire.
Yeah.
It's been a good life.
He just pulls out a top hat and goes,
On with me.
and just walks out the door. Just carefree for the rest of his 36 minutes of living. I hate that shit though, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, I will give you $10 to stay the fuck away from me. Like, I hope you perish in flame.
Yeah, I got some lotto tickets there, and I'm sad to say I didn't win. My plan did not fall through. I already put in my notice to quit my job. So if anybody would like to donate to their apprentice retirement fund, find me on Facebook. I'll figure out some way.
We have a GoFundMe set up for my poor decisions.
I already went and took a dump on my boss's desk. Told them I won the lottery. They can fuck right off. And apparently, not just anybody can win the lottery.
You gotta have a special amount of tard.
Because I was certain, I was like, you know what? Dumb people win this all the time. I'm going to win it this time. I'm smarter than they are. Why can't I win it?
It don't work like that,
It didn't work like that. I was foiled. The best laid plans of mice and men, I tell you.
That's hubris.
Yes.
Fucking 110%.
I done took out a $200 million loan that I got to pay back to the mafia by next week.
I was going to say, who in the fuck are your lenders? 200 million? I'm having a hard time getting one for 50,000. I just got 400 bajillion dollars.
I told old Don Cheeto down there that I done won the lottery. I'd be good for it. I just need an advance, you know?
Did you say Don Cheeto?
Yeah.
He's a mob boss?
Uh-huh.
Seemed like such a nice guy.
He's been eyeballing my kneecaps, so
They tend to do that. And then they're going to start eyeballing your family's kneecaps.
yeah. Which, you know,
They're like, we be looking at these kneecaps, but guess what? They just shoot them in the head. They're like, we ain't doing that today. Ah, you're evil. It's like, you're in debt. There's a difference. That's awful.
Anybody like to help me make my loan payments? Head up. Well, I would give you my PayPal address, but it's now defunct.
Brandon is
the
actually
Chinese mafia.
Brandon's actually selling some graded video games right now. They come in it looks like a Ziploc bag, but it ain't.
It's a collector's seal.
It is.
Genuine. That is a genuine.
And he is undercutting the market. He's got black bag specials. I'm holding one in my hand right now. He's undercutting the market, right?
Yeah.
This would cost you $1 million on Heritage Auction. You can get it right here, right now for $39.99.
$1,000.
Who don't want Sega Genesis 6-pack, including Sonic the Hedgehog? A single one just sold for $1.1 million. Come on now.
Yeah.
You got Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Revenge of Shinobi, Columns, and Super Hang-On.
That's is 6 games.
Bargain. What a
6 games.
fucking bargain.
Graded 10 out of 10 on the Brandon vintage video game.
The
grading scale?
BGA, Brandon Gentry Association grade scale. The BGA.
That's a BGA 10.0 right there.
And, you know, that's worth more money than the Shroud of Turin.
Yeah.
Way more.
Jesus himself did play that game. Verified.
Of course, I mean, he invented the NES.
Uh-huh.
The whole reason the NES was spake into existence
I mean, why else do you think?
was because Bible Adventures come out.
I mean, look at the controller. There's a cross on it.
I'm afraid you're correct.
He died in the second level for your sins.
It didn't use a fucking cheat code.
No, he don't need no game genie. He's Jesus Christ.
Yeah. He is the game genie. But in overall, Southern Fried fucking ruled this year.
Hells yes.
Loved it. I can't wait for next year.
I know. And
I do want to say, if you've made it this far and you're associated with the making of Southern Fried, thank you.
Thank you.
Fucking rules.
Yep.
Good shit. We will be pleased to be just as crazy and stupid next year.
Yeah, we will. We'll be scooting on back to Atlanta.
Think we will. That's like the yearly thing.
That's our Mecca.
Yeah, it is.
It's our pilgrimage.
It is. I mean, we went to the second one the first year of the Go Gamers podcast. Yeah. Like, so.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of been going on as long as we have, so.
Those first few years were a little special, though. Like, it seemed like they had more guests and stuff, and I mean, I guess they technically have more guests now, but it's nothing anybody cares about. It's mostly just like people hawking their shit.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot, the COVID probably put a damper on a lot of that.
And of course, the whole thing with Billy Mitchell and all that.
Yeah, they're all frauds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at the same time, it's kind of a good thing because you're there for the games. You're not there for, and that, but at the same time, it was a real special thing with the Billy Mitchell thing because we were like, oh, they're not actually like that. That was just a movie.
Yeah.
Then it's like, no, they actually were fucking like that.
Yeah.
They were acting like they weren't like that because it gives them a better appearance on the outward swing.
Yeah.
Wow. What a dickhole. I mean, we may get sued for saying this, but I'm pretty sure they murdered Joe West.
They slipped a little extra sugar in his coffee. Started foaming at the mouth. I like Joel.
I did too. I feel, is that what we've become?
It is.
I did like Joel. He was a good guy.
Yeah.
He wasn't afraid to tell you like the inside baseball and shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like Joel got used by Billy Mitchell and Walter Day.
Yeah.
I feel like they used him as like errand boy kind of deal.
Yeah, it's kind of what it came off as. He was just happy to be there, And
I'm sorry, but if Billy Mitchell hears this and wants to sue us, we welcome it because there ain't a legal thing you can fucking do. And I'd like the notoriety, honestly.
Yeah.
No publicity is bad publicity.
Uh-huh.
If anything, you should be sued by God for your hairline. That's not here nor there. You got any music or anything?
Nope. I can get some though. All right, we back. We got us some music. This is Game's theme from Little Samson. Another game that is grossly overpriced.
It's very beautiful.
One of my favorites.
Expensive.
Yeah. It's the rock guy. That's his name.
Well, I imagine they do a lot of cocaine at this level.
Yeah. That's the guy who looks like the Thing, basically.
Yeah.
He was one of my favorite ones because he could step on spikes and not get hurt.
And that's something you can't do very often in video games. It's one of the real bummer ass side effects of being a
Buffering.
Goddamn buffering! It's one of the shitty things about being a last released game.
Yeah.
Very whimsical.
Yeah.
So impish and whimsical.
Yeah, that's one of the things I really loved about that game was how you had your like 4 characters and you swapped between them on the levels to like get past different parts. And that was the rock guy, Gam. He was slow, couldn't jump worth a fuck, but he hit like a truck, had a lot of health, and could walk on spikes.
Slow as fuck, but he hits like a truck.
Yep.
Yep.
He's made of rock.
That's just something it's unheard of in old video games. That spike is instant death.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go. Mega Man, worst enemy of all time, spikes.
Uh-huh.
AA batteries, spikes. It's awful.
We need to put an end to spikes. That's
We
a real danger plaguing America these days.
And it's if you fall on a spike, you will die
Yeah.
instantly.
Science has proven this.
If your finger touches a spike, you will explode at speed of light. Somebody's accidentally just like breaks down into Mega Man, just breaks down into protons. Spikes.
Not even once.
Most adult men die of contact with spikes. It's the leading killer of men over 50.
I got to see that
Spikes.
being like a shitty drug in the 90s. Hey guys, you want to do some spike?
There was like fucking RoboCop 2, the nuke. All it is
yeah.
is like that little spike.
Yeah.
Shoot it into their neck, and they're all like, "This is paradise."
It explode like Mega Man.
You're fucking dead. If the real world was like old video games, we would be so fucked.
Yeah.
You touch Spike, you die. You touch a poisoned ham leg, you die.
You touch a bad guy, you die. Unless you touch his head with your feet.
Yeah. Guess what? You jump on that ledge, you clipped it, you died. You land on it,
Well,
fall through it.
depends on it. Like, you might be able to step on the ledge as long as you have like a tiny piece of your toe touching, your whole body support it.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I hate to say it because I hope everybody's all right, but New York kind of looked like a Yonoid level.
Yeah.
Like this past week with the tornadoes hitting. Twister, Manhattan. I love how everybody panics. They're like, oh, it's a tornado. We don't know what to do. We're just like, what, only one? Like,
Yeah.
what? You've only had one in 65
Yeah,
years?
see, we got to gloat about it because how often do those fuckers gloat every time we get snow and people here can't drive?
Yeah.
Y'all can't drive in an inch of snow. We get 18 inches a day.
Enjoy the tornado.
Oh, yeah, we get 18 tornadoes a day, motherfucker.
That literally is right. They're just like, they're adept snow. We're adept tornadoes. Like,
That's just what we're used to be. We go outside and watch the fuckers.
yeah, I mean, that is an Alabama snowstorm.
Yeah.
It's a tornado. Fucking.
It's raining trailers.
Yeah. That sounds like heaven to me.
Tomorrow's forecast is a lot of wind, a slight shower of mobile homes.
We're looking for some general house relocation.
Hackleberg's going to be wiped off the map yet again. That's hubris. I've rebuilt it so many times.
That's becoming a trademark in this podcast. That's hubris. I mean,
God obviously don't want anybody living there.
Yeah.
Fucking stop.
I mean, yeah. Like, okay, F5 tornadoes are rare. How are you the only place that always gets hit by an F5 tornado? Like, there's something. Are the crops good here? Do the cows give sour milk? Like, did somebody come to Hackleberg and summon a witch at some point when this town was built? Because Jesus, like, you live in Alabama and this is Tornado fucking Alley. Like,
How many times does God have to personally reach down from heaven with his thumb and just put you out like a fucking ant? Like,
it's almost like Leonard Skinner.
Yeah.
You had a plane crash, and you're putting the band back together. Do you have a necromancer to summon your band members? Because this I would like to see. I mean, it is like, yeah. The only place like worse hit than fucking Hackleberg's like El Reno.
Yeah.
And that was like a tornado that was designed by the others to kill storm chasers, essentially. I mean, that's awful. That is fucking awful.
They had it coming.
As we all do.
Uh-huh. We all have it coming eventually.
We do. We've all made the beds we will lie in, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just how big of a pile of shit you got to lay in's on you.
Yeah.
Do you look like a pig, or are you just dying and crying in your own feces? I'd much rather look like a pig.
Uh-huh. I'm going to do me a little wallering before I go out.
Yeah, might as well. Life ain't nothing but one big waller anyways.
Yeah. We all die screaming.
Fuck. You're right. I'm afraid you're right.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God dang! Thank God we don't all die from eating a jar of sterno gel. You know, it's like napalm sticks to kids and sterno gel sticks to the inside of hobos.
Yes, it does.
I mean, if you don't understand what we're talking about, just type it on YouTube. Hobo sterno gel. Watch like the first video, it pops up.
Hey, goddamn. Hey, goddamn.
He's been looking at the wall saying this for 2.5 hours. I'm pretty sure he's died. Y'all check him.
I'm going to go wave a dildo in his face.
Yeah, I'm going to slap him in the fucking chin with it. He don't know what's going on. He's fucked. His brain is turning into liquid, that shit that comes out of Crystal's burgers. Like,
Yeah.
as we speak. Awful. Overall, this year's Scootening was badass.
It was.
We're going to do it
I
again.
look forward to many more Scootenings.
Of course. As long as our bodies will allow us to be assholes, we will keep doing it.
Uh-huh.
Most definitely.
Well, I think that about wraps us up.
That's a pretty good episode. It's been a while since we have one of that length.
Yep. This girth.
That girth. It's tiny, but by God, this is big around as a Coke can.
They call me Tuna Can.
I'll stretch them walls. I might not hit bottom. But I'm going to call some fishers.
They call me the Hurricane because the inside's fine, but the outside's beat to shit.
I get in there and I turn circles, buddy. Oh, they call my dick Hurricane Katrina because that pussy gonna get beat up so good you're gonna shoot at the police afterwards. Well, fuck, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Game over, man.
Game over.